Magandang hapon, Pilipinas! Narito na naman ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH at sa lahat ng nanonood ng RH-TV, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kasamahang alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Nandito pa rin tayo sa Presidential Suite ng Fullerton Hotel para sa ating Art2art Singapore Special. Tulad ng nabanggit natin noong mga nakaraang linggo, bahagi ito ng month-long 5th anniversary special at talagang nag-e-enjoy po kami dito. And it is so gratifying to know na malaki ang contribution ng mga kapwa nating Filipino artists sa pagsulong ng arts and culture scene sa bansang ito. Sa hapong ito, isa na namang manunulat ang ating makakasama. Nagsimula siya bilang freelance writer para sa mga lifestyle and travel magazines sa Maynila, bago pumasok sa mundo ng literary fiction at pumasok pa nga ang isang nobela niya sa bestsellers list ng isang major bookstore dito sa Singapore a few years back. Samahan ninyo kami sa isang masayang kwentuhan kasama ng magazine editor at fictionist na si Tara Sering.
Isinilang sa Surigao City, Surigao del Norte. Lumaki si Tara Sering sa isang trilingual environment kung saan naging bihasa siya sa English, Tagalog at Bisaya. Sa Maynila siya nagtapos ng kolehiyo kung saan tumanggap siya ng Bachelor of Arts degree in Literature mula sa De La Salle University noong 1996. Kumuha rin siya ng graduate course in Creative Writing sa UP Diliman mula 1997 hanggang 2000. Bagamat kumakatana ng mga maikling kwento, pagsusulat at pagiging editor sa magazine ang una niyang pinasok na trabaho. Mula taong 2000 hanggang 2003, naging managing editor at associate editor siya ng Cosmopolitan Philippines. Sa sumunod na 2 taon, naging patnugot siya ng Summit Books kung saan nagsulat din siya ng mga maikling nobela para sa mga kabataan. Noong 2005, lumipat siya sa Singapore kung saan naging senior writer siya para sa Elle Magazine Singapore. Panandalian siyang bumalik sa Pilipinas kung saan naging managing editor siya ng Mabuhay Magazine ng Philippine Airlines at nagtayo rin siya ng sarili niyang publishing group kasama ang ilang kaibigan. Muli siyang bumalik sa Singapore noong 2011 at kasalukuyang editor-in-chief ng Smile, ang in-flight magazine ng Cebu Pacific. Ilan sa mga nailathala niyang nobela ay ang All the Right Moves, Getting Better, Almost Married, Between Dinner and the Morning After, at ang Amazing Grace na nagwagi ng National Book Award noong 2003. Isa rin siya sa 3 Pilipina authors na nagkaroon ng best-selling short novels sa Singapore at Malaysia at pinili ng Marshall Cavendish International Publications upang magsulat para sa kanilang Asian Chick Books. Isang mainit na pagbati ang hatid ng Art2art sa best-selling author na si Tara Sering.
Magandang hapon, Tara, and welcome to Art2art.
Magandang hapon din sa'yo.
And bumati ka naman sa mga nasa Surigao ngayon na nakikinig sa'yo.
Dito. Maayong buntag sa inyong tanan. Maayong gabi kung nighttime.
And of course, congratulations.
Thank you.
Smile, the in-flight magazine of Cebu Pacific, is the 7th
Yes.
of the 12 best in-flight magazines in the world.
Yes, according to CNN.
According to CNN.com. Congratulations!
Thank you. We're very, very happy about that. It's
Okay, well, as it was said earlier sa introduction, isinilang ka sa Surigao del Norte.
Yes.
So, what was it like? Paano yun? What was it like growing up in Mindanao? And how did this affect your writing?
I think, okay, in hindsight, it was very different. But at the time when I was growing up there, parang I wasn't really aware of the difference. I mean, I didn't know any other childhood. Except every summer, pumupunta kami sa Manila. So, kita mo yung difference between the big city and the province. But that was our reality then. Tapos, every year, binabagyo kami. So, siguro 5 bagyo. Bumabagyo. So, parang, tapos may mga ine-evacuate. So there's certain words that have seeped into the local vocabulary, like bakwit, which means evacuee. So, and we take it for granted.
Okay.
So when I started writing, I, of course, needed to mine my childhood. Those things came up.
Yeah.
And I think it added some kind of texture because it's a different voice. I mean, it's provincial but urban. So yeah. So I think growing up in Surigao, because it was such a different place from Manila, really sort of informed my writing. Yeah.
Okay, magbalik tanaw naman tayo. Naaalala mo pa ba ang unang-unang kwento na isinulat mo?
Unang kwento.
Ilang taong ka?
Siguro 15.
Aha.
I mean, that was the first story na I consciously wrote na ito, kwento to. Ganyan.
Okay.
Pero mahilig na kami magkwento noon pa. Pero tungkol siya sa mga American teenagers, ang labo.
Okay.
Kasi I was reading mga Sweet Dreams, Sweet Valley High, so parang gaya-gaya lang. Nancy Drew,
Okay.
yeah. And then, I have an older sister. She's also a writer. Tapos, yun din yung mga sinusulat niya, parang Nancy Drew. Pero siya, 6 years old pa lang, sumulat na siya ng mga Nancy Drew. So, parang gumagaya-gaya din kami. So, parang the earliest stories that we were writing were really set in another world. I guess because of the media.
Yeah.
Our access was to American media, American materials. So we were just copying essentially. And then eventually we started finding our own voice.
Okay, sino-sino ang mga maituturing mong mga idol mo sa, Filipino idols?
Okay, there's Gregorio Brillantes.
And foreign also. I mean, if you have foreign idols.
Oh, I do,
yeah.
yeah. But I have foreign idols in terms of writers I like to read. But then I have my idols in terms of writers I'd like to follow, sort of, emulate, are local. Only because, well, mostly because I can relate to them more. There's Gregorio Brillantes, of course, whom I think should really be national artist. It's high time. His writing style is so varied, and it's not. You almost forget that it's written in English because the story is so strong, and the content is just so compelling. And he knows, parang alam niya kung anong dapat ikwento dun sa kinukwentuhan niya. So ako, as a Pinoy reader, I really feel like, okay, this is a story that's meant for me. But it's written in English. Pero yun, nakakalimutan mo yun, na parang nasa English siya. So yun. And then, I went to LaSalle for college, and I took up literature. And of course, I had some excellent teachers there. And in UP also for grad school, where I took up creative writing. And the legends are all still teaching. So, yeah. So,
okay.
yeah.
So you took up literary writing in LaSalle?
I took up literature in LaSalle. Yeah.
Okay.
There was no writing course at that time, but we had 1 or 2 classes where we could explore creative writing.
I see.
So we took that under Marjorie Evasco, who is a poet. And then I moved to UP for writing classes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you join any writing workshops?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I joined Silliman, the Silliman that's called the National Writers Workshop under the Tiempos. And it was the last year that Doc Ed was around. So it was the last workshop that he supervised. So, and then I joined the UP National Writers Workshop. So, yeah.
So you write only in English?
I'm competent only in English.
Okay.
Kasi Bisaya kasi ako, so hindi ko alam.
Pero have you tried writing in Visayan?
In Visayan, no also, because my Bisaya is very informal, it's conversational. I guess if I tried, I could sort of develop my own voice in Bisaya. But there's a proper way to do it, and I don't want to, because there are Visayan writers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so what I speak is a hodgepodge of several dialects and languages. So baka magalit sila. Pero try ko naman. Oo,
So
eventually.
as a writer, how do you react or take criticism and reviews?
I think it's quite not. When I was younger, I thought, sige lang, go lang ng go. Kasi it's the only way to grow in your craft. But of course, syempre parang you can't help it. I mean, we're all human. So we all feel like shucks, they don't like me. That was my initial reaction. Shucks, they don't like me. And then as I grew older, I learned to separate the craft from myself as a person.
Yeah.
And then I could receive it more constructively. I mean, I think I've always been sort of open to criticism, but I just didn't know what to do with it. I mean, it's one thing to just take criticism. It's also another to turn it into something that works for you. So eventually, with age, may nagkaroon siya
Bata ka pa naman eh.
Salamat. Pero parang I was able eventually to use it to my advantage, and I feel so, and to take my craft where I think it should go. So, yeah.
Okay, so how and when and where did you get your first break in writing?
I think I would say it was in graduate school because in college, I was in a writing workshop. This was in LaSalle, and I submitted a short story for panel discussion. It was a small writing class, one trimester, and then Juanillo Arceliano was one of the panelists, and he sent it to Greg. He liked it, and then he sent it to Greg Brillantes, who was then literary editor of the Graphic, and then Greg published it. So. I
Wow.
collapsed.
So that was your first published work? More or
I think
less.
it was, more or less. I think it was the second, because the first was for a writing course in Siliman when I was with the writer's workshop. Crip Yuson was there, and then he liked my story, and then he went back to Manila, then put it out in the evening paper. So I actually saw the story published while I was still in the workshop, because that's a 3-week workshop.
Yeah.
So I was so thrilled, and yeah.
So what are your usual themes or storylines?
For my short fiction, I find that it's always revolving around family and relationships within the family. But for the novellas, I've written several short novellas in the chick lit genre. So it's about women my age or a little younger who are trying to make it, finding their place in the world in contemporary times. So, yeah.
Okay. So why did you get into feature writing and editing magazines?
It's the realities of being a literary writer in the Philippines are that you always you need a day job. You need to be doing something because you need it for survival. So and the closest, I guess, cousin to literary writing would be magazines. So I started working in Cosmo. That was my first sort of magazine job back in 2000. In 2000. And then from Cosmo, which was such a good thing because then that really informed my writing about women my age, contemporary women. Because it's a full-service magazine, so every day you're constantly thinking about parang women's issues. In a fun way.
What would women like to read?
What do women like to read? What are they worried about? What do they talk about during their lunch break? So from Cosmo, I did, and then I moved to Singapore for the first time around in 2005. Before that, I was doing Summit Books, which was the line of chick lit books that Summit produced. And then I moved to Singapore, and then I moved back to Manila, and then did a series of independent magazines. Then I moved back here.
Yeah, I know. We're going to learn more about that. Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan kasama ang best-selling author na si Tara Sering. Dito pa rin sa Art2art. Magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art2art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto. Update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art2art Calendar.
Narito ang ating Arts Calendar. Sa teatro, inihahandog ng Atlantis Productions ang Tony-nominated musical na Rock of Ages na gumagamit ng mga classic rock hits mula sa dekada 80. Tampok sa pangunahing papel ang Filipino-Australian na si Mig Ayesa kasama sina Vina Morales at Nyoy Volante. Mapapanood ang Rock of Ages sa Carlos P. Romulo Auditorium, RCBC Plaza sa kanto ng Ayala Avenue at Senator Hill Puyat Avenue, Makati City, ngayong Hunyo hanggang July 8. Para sa kumpletong impormasyon tungkol sa palabas, tumawag sa 892-7078 o sa Ticket World at 891-9999. Inihahandog ng Cultural Center of the Philippines ang Virgin Lab Fest, isang festival ng mga bagong dula mula June 27 hanggang July 18 sa CCP Tanghalang Huseng Batute na may palabas tuwing alas 3 ng hapon at alas 8 ng gabi. Sa ika-8 taon ng Virgin Lab Fest, tampok ang mga sumusunod na dula sa one-act category. Isa pang soap opera ni Ruel Molina Aguila, Digital Divide ni Ricardo Novinario, High Stakes ni Marian Mixcaela Villalon, Ang Unang Regla ni John ni M. Mendez, Hayop ni Mar Anthony de la Cruz, Alejandro ni Chuck Berry Pascual, Pagsubli ni Aizel Cabilan, Symposium ni U. Eliserio at Maynard Manansala, Mga Kuneho ni Guelan Luarca, at sa full-length category, Totong Hilot ni J. Dennis Teodosio. Ang ticket ay nagkakahalaga ng 250 pesos. Para sa karagdagang detalye, tumawag sa CCP Performing Arts Division at 832-1125 Local 1607. Sa sining biswal, kasalukuyang makikita ang solo exhibit ni Dennis Atienza na pinamagatang Offload sa Tinaw Art Gallery, Upper Ground Level, Somerset, Olympia, Makati at 7912 Makati Avenue, Urdaneta Village, Makati City. Dating overseas Filipino worker, si Atienza ay naglalarawan ng mga siksik na bagahe sa kanyang oil-on-canvas paintings. Punong-puno ng mga bagay na tila madali ang iniligay sa loob. Ang Offload ay makikita hanggang June 30. Para sa karagdagang detalye, tumawag sa 892-7522 o mag-email sa info@tin-aw.com.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Kasama ang balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja. Art2art.
Kasama pa rin po natin ang Singapore-based Filipino writer na si Ms. Tara Sering. Okay, you mentioned earlier, before the commercial break, yung mga published books mo ay mostly under yung tinatawag na chick lit genre. Paki-explain mo naman sa mga nakikinig sa atin kung ano ba ibig sabihin ng chick lit. Ito ba'y pang babae lang talaga? Or, you know, what is that distinctive
flavor?
Yes.
Well, as the name suggests, parang it's a nickname for parang kind of fiction book that is mostly about chicks. I mean, that's a nickname we give one another, right?
Yeah.
So it's parang, syempre tungkol siya sa mga mostly single, but not always. I mean, there are chick-lit books about young moms and it's contemporary women's fiction, pero you'll know na it's chick-lit because the treatment is, it's light, it's breezy most of the time. Pero there are genre-bending titles naman. But ours is sort of, in Summit Books, it was really about like young, modern Filipinas. So
Okay.
parang, kasi wala naman, in most of our fiction, parang wala naman yung ganung figure. So, in a contemporary setting, so yung, parang yung working girl, ganyan, and office girl, ganyan, big city. So, ganun, tungkol dun sa figure na yun. And whatever she goes through. Ganun yung mga kwento ng chick lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
At nasabi mo din kanina na this is the second time you're based in Singapore.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
bumalik ka ng Maynila. From Singapore, bumalik ka ng Maynila.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then from Manila, bumalik ka ulit sa Singapore.
Yeah.
So what brought you back to Singapore?
Well, it was Smile magazine, really, because I think it's one of the most influential platforms for Filipino arts and culture to broadcast to the world, because it's a huge airline, it's a big network, and this is the in-flight magazine of the airline. So I thought it was such a good title to work on, and when the opportunity came, I felt like it was really a good fit for me. Kasi the magazine is 90% about Filipino culture and destinations. It's about the Philippines in general.
Yeah.
And then you're working from Singapore, so para kang nagbo-broadcast ng tungkol sa Pilipinas. So, naman saya.
And does working in Singapore give you more time for your fiction writing?
Yes.
In what way?
Because Manila has so many distractions. All your
Ganun ba
friends
yun?
are there. Andun lahat ng, syempre, ng,
Yeah.
masaya eh. Ang saya-saya. At parang meron, more fun talaga siya. So there's family there are friends there, and then there's so many activities that you could get involved in. So it takes, I don't know, like extra amounts of discipline to be able to write fiction for me, because I'm very easily distracted. But in Singapore, there's work. I get to do the stuff where, and then my weekends are mine.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
And then
kwento mo
there's
naman sa amin, ano ang current project mo ngayon?
sige.
Secret ba?
Hindi naman, kasi medyo superstitious lang ako na hindi ko masyado makwento. Pero
Okay.
matagal ko na siyang ginagawa. Ever since grad school. I think kailangan ko na rin siya ikwento para tapusin ko na. Mahiya na ako sa sarili ko.
Okay.
Kasi ang tagal na. I've been working on a novel. I've been wanting to write a novel in exactly the same voice that I described to you earlier about this person who sort of straddles two different worlds, like living in the province and in the big city, because it's really worlds apart. And I think bridging that gap is the whole project in my head. Just bridging that gap in my head is the whole project. Because there are so many, I think it's a common enough experience for Filipinos that you grow up in the province and then you spend the rest of your life in the big city.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your hometown. So there's that space in between that parang, and hindi ko alam if it's unique to Filipinos, and I'm sure that's the story elsewhere for different cultures, but I feel like siguro importante yun sa akin na masulat ko siya tapos mabasa ng iba.
Is it semi-biographical?
Well, in terms of, I guess in terms of the voice, I think it comes from me and many of the issues, but the whole story, the whole architecture of the novel itself, it's not. Yeah. Parang mas masaya pa rin for me exploring where I can take it. And it's still logical.
Kasi parang
Medyo totoo pa rin.
ibang-iba din siguro yung experiences mo sa Maynila and then sa Singapore. So parang worlds apart din yun, di ba?
Oo. Pero kung nandito ako sa Singapore, parang feeling ko syempre may distansya. Parang kita mo parang you can view your life from a distance, which I guess every writer needs. So, pero yung life in the province and in the big city, parang until now, I'm still shocked. Because we used to go home every election time. And oh my God, ang layo talaga. So parang, yun yung kwento na gusto kong makwento ko. So,
How often do you visit home?
lately, I haven't gone, but usually once a year, at least once a year. Kasi I have two lolas who are still living there. Yeah, they live one block apart.
So nakikinig si Lola ngayon?
Oo.
Okay.
Hi, Lola Mama Small. Hello. And Lola Mama Big. Hello. Kasi we call them Lola Mama Small and Lola Mama Big. Because one's taller than the other. Yun lang. Simple lang.
Meron ka bang mga ibang considerations pag nagsusulat ka for an international readership?
How do you mean? Yung parang,
when you're writing, are you conscious of who are you writing for, who's going to read it, and do you write for them na international, hindi lang mga Pilipino ang nagbabasa ng mga nobela mo?
Anong mga nobela? Okay, there was the most recent one that I did was called Amazing Grace, and it was published in Singapore. Kasi pag sinusulat ko siya sa Manila for a Manila publisher, Filipino publisher, I don't think of the international readership. Ang importante lang sa akin na maintindihan ako ng local readers ko. So, incidental na lang yung pag may nakabasa.
Yeah.
At saka feeling ko, homework nila yun eh. If foreign people read local titles, it should be their job as the reader to understand kung ano yung nakasulat doon. So, but the last book that I wrote, Amazing Grace, was for a Singapore-based publisher. And the project was meant to be, the series of books called Asian Chic was meant for an Asian readership. So, medyo tricky yun. So, parang bahala na kung sino makakaintindi. But I had that in mind, that, you know, I mean, culturally, Southeast Asia alone is so diverse that you can't really speak to everyone. So, yeah.
Pero syempre, your work in Smile Magazine, talagang international talaga yung readership.
Yes.
And so, does your work, can I assume na you go to the more than 100 destinations that Cebu Pacific brings you?
Hindi mo 100.
Flies
Wala
to?
pa yata 100.
Okay.
Pero, it's an international magazine, so we can't assume, we can assume that most of our readers are Filipinos, but there's that other half that's people who are traveling into the Philippines, and they need the magazine as sort of not just geographical but also cultural guide to the country.
Yeah.
So that's what we try to strike a balance that we are communicating ourselves properly and efficiently as a culture, and that people can understand what we're saying, so that we can accommodate. And also, we feature several, every issue we do several foreign destinations. So this is also for the Filipino traveler. When you go out into
ang
the
sarap
world.
naman. So you travel to all of these destinations to write about it?
Yes.
Dream job! Okay, so...
Well, I don't
just-
write about it personally, but we do cover shoots.
Okay.
We do, So,
So I'm sure ginagamit mo yung mga travel experiences mo sa mga nobela mo.
Yung Amazing Grace, ganun nga yung story. So parang it's about this woman who parang tries to sort out her relationship, but the process takes her across different countries in Southeast Asia.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay. Nagbablog ka din ba?
Noon,
Like many
pero-
writers? Or non-writers do?
Oh, yeah. I tried, pero I guess since you're writing and editing the whole day, and then you have to conserve energy for nighttime and the weekends for my novel, parang sobrang dami na pagsusulat. Finger muscles, pagod siya.
Oo, finger.
Oo, nakakapagod na yun. So, but I do keep a journal, like a handwritten journal. I feel like it helps me think more, and I'm more circumspect kasi it takes longer. So hindi lang basta-basta type. Basta. Right.
Okay, take us to the famous phrase, writer's block. Na-experience mo din ba yun?
Oh, pero I think more than it being writer's block, ano lang siya eh, parang...
Creative burnout.
Yes, you could say that, because I think many people have said that there's no such thing as writer's block if you don't allow it to happen. And the way to get around it is to just, fix a writing schedule, and do it. Even if the output is awful, it's terrible, as long as, it's like, it's physical training. The more you do it, the better you get at it. So I guess that's one way to do it. But the challenge is, the block is getting to that routine. So yun yung writer's block. Medyo. In other words, katamad. May ganon. There are some days, because of creative burnout, I guess, that you need to. But once you get jump-started.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you're also exposed to the works of other Asian writers. Ano yung mga iba't ibang flavors sa pagsusulat na napapansin mo ng iba't ibang mga lugar?
Iba-iba yung, kunyari, kasi I can only really read in English. So yun lang yung mga nababasa ko. Like in Singapore, they have, of course, very different issues and very different concerns, being an affluent society. So it comes with its own set of concerns. So iba siya. So medyo, there's also a bridge to cross for me as a reader. And in China, they have other concerns. Most of the writers, I think, are subliminally political. So you have to dig deep and try to understand
that's right.
what their challenges are. And then ours, of course, then we have our own. So iba-iba. Parang iba-iba yung concerns. ng mga. So that kind of defines the writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maraming mga manunulat na ini-interview ko sa Art2art. Pag tinatanong ko itong question na ito, ang unang-una nila sinasabi, magbasa. Okay. What is your advice to young writers who want to break into the international scene?
Magbasa. But I think that was really the best advice that I got. And it was Greg Brillantes who told me before, because I interviewed him for my thesis, my college thesis. And
Meron pang dagdag yun na, magsulat din.
yun din.
Magbasa at magsulat.
Pero meron akong idadagdag, bumiyahe.
Bumiyahe. Okay.
Kasi pag kunyari, dyan ka lang sa lugar mo, pare-pareho yung nakikita mo, pare-pareho yung kinakausap mo. So isa lang yung mindset mo, parang hindi nababago. So, hindi siya nagbe-bend. Pero, pag lumabas ka, na-challenge ngayon yung ways of thinking mo. So, parang hindi ka na magiging judgmental, hindi ka magiging, So, I think it makes the writing better. If you...
It just opens your mind.
Yeah, it opens your mind. I mean, the stranger, the better. I mean, if you go as far as you can, then I think your mind will expand to... There's no such thing as full capacity, I guess, but the broader your worldview will be. So it makes for better writing. So even if you're talking about that original place where you came from, it's still much better to just have gone out in the world. Yeah.
Okay, being based in Singapore, what do you miss most about the Philippines?
Every time somebody asks me that, I always say the craziness, but then I miss it, but then I don't. So,
okay.
Some days it's like, whew, okay, but I miss speaking in
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
And Bisaya.
In Bisaya, yeah. Kasi I don't know why, but the humor seems to be embedded in the language. So parang I can't really be funny in English. Parang, okay, you had to be there. Parang ganun na lang. Parang hindi nyo maintindihan. But Bisaya for me, I think, is the funniest language, of course, because I'm Bisaya. So the jokes that I hear are in its purest form. So, and it's hard to translate. So I still get the biggest laughs out of speaking to people who are also Bisaya. So, yeah. So, my dad. So, natawagan ko na lang siya para pag kailangan ko matawa.
Okay. Wow. Well, there goes your 30 minutes, Tara.
Okay.
Maraming salamat. Okay. Of course, maraming salamat sa pagbisita mo dito sa aming programa.
Thank you for having me on your show.
And I hope next time you think of your next novel, baka naman maging ballerina yung
Pwede.
heroine mo, ha? Okay. I'm up.
Bongga.
Mga kaibigan, samahan ninyo kami ulit sa susunod na linggo, alas 3:30 ng hapon, dito lamang sa Art2art. Ito po si Lisa Macuja, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino at sa lahat ng Pilipinong nagmamahal sa bayan.